what's up in the web? It's the TLS show. It's your boy Sold Out.
It's your main man Lucky in the building.
Yeah, and we're about to get into a topic that I asked on the internet earlier.
Hoes.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about promiscuity. I brought up this question on Facebook, and I got a lot of interesting responses to that. It was great. Thank you guys for putting it out there. And actually, me and Luck, we had our own argument about this, so we decided to let it take it to the people, take it to the streets, and see what we could get. And so, what we got on there?
Let's see. As far as what a few people out there, and just big shout out to the to those that did step in. Shout out to Star, as well as Danielle. I see you, girl. As well as who else we got? My boy Tim out there. They all made great points. A lot of them, they keyed in on a lot of great topics as far as even touching bases on it. Just really, I mean, me necessarily agreeing with some of it. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I have my own view, but I mean, you like
most people all said that women get the business end of the deal when it comes to being promiscuous and whatnot. And yeah, they're right. And everyone seems to agree that it's not the right thing to do, which is good. So, I mean, what about you? I remember we had talked about that, and you were like saying that women should be more responsible.
Yes. I think women, as far as, I think this is not saying one's superior over the other, or that, one's smarter than the other. I just feel like, women as a whole, judging from their hardships of what they went through in life, it's even being a woman, because it really is a man's world, to be honest with you, just to be truthful. I mean, there's no beating around the bush at that, but, just to conduct yourself with a little bit more morale, have more morale than what a man is. Yes, I know men do, some of the dog or dirtiest things. We don't value our bodies as much as we would, I guess, basically we want our women to do so. And then I also put it in the same perspective as a used car. You know what I'm saying? Say, for instance, if you want to buy a car and you know that Tom, Dick, Jane, and Harry, they all drove it. I mean, who wants it after that? You know what I mean? And so, that was another way that I looked at it,
Oh, God. So, are you serious? You just compared a woman to a car. Something that immediately... but, come on, cars... They immediately lose value.
Depreciate, alright?
As soon as you drive it off the lot.
Same thing with a woman. As soon as something else inserts it ain't you, she depreciates.
So that means you gotta trade it in for a new model every 7-8 years.
I'm trying to tell you. A new model every year. Every week. Every month.
Oh my God.
You can.
That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. But, I mean, that kind of thinking, that mentality is what's wrong with it. Like, think about it this way. If guys are supposed to be out there having sex and doing things like that, and they're looked at as heroes and whatnot, the big guy on campus, he's getting all the girls and things like that, and everybody wants to be like him. But the girl who's sleeping around with all kinds of guys, she gets a bad rep. So my thing is, if all these guys are supposed to be sleeping with with these girls, who are they supposed to be sleeping with if all these girls aren't supposed to be sleeping with anybody?
That's the thing. It'll stop a whole lot of it. You know what I'm saying? If the women would actually, lighten up. But like I said...
it won't stop it. I mean, people have been...
So what are the guys going to do if the women start giving it up?
Man, you know what's going to happen?
I hope you're not getting ready to say what I think about.
That's exactly what I'm getting ready to say.
That's really nasty, man.
I mean, that's exactly what's going to happen.
No way, man.
I'm just saying, if guys are supposed to be all sexually active and stuff, and then they're supposed to have all this experience,
turn to animals.
Where do they get? My question is, where are they supposed to get this experience from?
An animal.
That's all I got to say about that. I don't even have. I think everybody just got what I was getting to with that.
But man, I'm saying though, I mean, there's a time, like I said, what I was really on, save it for the person that you feel like you can marry. don't give it up unless somebody put a ring on your finger.
But wait. So
get the ring first, man.
But what
do what Beyonce said. Know what I'm saying? Put a ring on it.
But what if they don't want to get married? Not everybody want to get married.
Okay, I mean, what's something? You got to draw the line somewhere. I mean, seriously,
my whole thing people should be more responsible. That's
that too.
That's the main thing. Like, I mean, if you're gonna do all that stuff, you can't sleep with all sorts of people and want a certain type of relationship and expect anything different sleeping with terrible people, both men and women.
Right.
So that's the whole thing. I know a lot of women out there feel that, all these guys are dogs and stuff like that, but I think 98% of the problem is the guys that we choose. I mean, not we, but women choose.
I hope so. But
if women could do one thing, it would be being pickier about that part.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Take the time out to get to know the fella. That's all I'm saying. Fill them out. And there are some guys out there that's willing to wait that long until they get what they want.
And on the same token, guys have to be more pickier about the women that they sleep with. Nobody wants to deal with a crazy woman. You have a baby by a crazy girl. She's stuck with you for life.
Yeah.
So we just have to be pickier and smarter about the people that we sleep with. That's my main thing.
On men note, man, they need to save face. Basically, I mean, what I found out through a lot of guys just engaging in conversation, them sleeping with quite a few people, that's brought out a lot of insecurities within a lot of men. I've seen that.
I mean, what do you mean by that?
Just along the lines, talk to some females. There's been brought out, certain things that the guy don't like to buy himself, or some men don't want to take off their shirts, and all this. So I'm like, well, if you feel like that, dude, what's the point of you even going in there trying to dabble in it, bro?
But some girls are like that too.
It's the same point in time,
especially older women.
Especially if a man know he a minute man, and all of a sudden he go in this room, he out about 5 minutes. You gave it the best 3 minutes of her life. And then here you come back out. Save yourself for the embarrassment, man. Serious.
So what do you want the minute man to do? Just hang it up, retire?
Well, never mind. I take that back because practice does make perfect.
No. Practice does not make perfect. Practice makes permanent. So,
yeah. Oh yeah. Right.
So if you practice at sucking, you'll be really good at sucking.
You ain't lying. 18 years of sucking, like, damn. What else the quickest way I've ever ruined my life ever?
Oh man. So that's the thing about the whole promiscuous thing. I don't think it's about the amount of people that you sleep with. It's like, if you sleep with 20 quality people, it's better than sleeping with one terrible person.
But necessarily, what makes a person, really just promiscuous? Besides just sleeping around.
That's the very definition of promiscuous. Actually, there's two parts to that. Anyone who sleeps with a person, not with a person, but with anybody, no matter what, that's a promiscuous person.
Okay.
So, it's pretty much a green light for a guy to sleep with anybody, but, like in this day and
what
age.
Do you think normally generates that, the feeling of just wanting to go out there and just, let me go sleep with these random people?
What generates that feeling?
I think with men, it has to be, pressure from your peers.
I think peer pressure has something to do with it, and the fact that, I don't know, well, I think this is mainly in the States, that all the sex stuff, especially sex talk, is pretty much taboo.
Yeah.
And nobody really wants to talk about it or anything like that, but, everybody wants to get in on the action, but nobody has any knowledge about it.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of that. When necessarily is it time for that talk? Just to really keen in on it. As a kid, they starting at like 12 and 13.
You gotta, I guess you have to talk to them as soon as they ask you questions about it, or they see something on TV or some image that, you know, they have a question about, or you know that they just saw, you might want to start explaining to them then.
Well, this is my thing. When you're a child, when you're a teenager, which you, in my opinion, you're still a child, and you're being promiscuous, that is really just looked down upon. Now, when you become an adult, you're an adult, so basically what, you make your own decision.
I mean, but there's some adults that shouldn't be doing anything, really.
Right.
But with teenagers, for one, we've made people, kids longer. I mean, for one, you're a sexually mature adult about the age of 15 and 16. You're already at a sexually mature age, but we still call you a kid.
You are a kid. Okay.
I mean, mentally, yes.
Okay, well, with the male, you're able to produce kids by that time.
Yeah.
You got eggs right now.
Yeah, I mean, all the pieces to the puzzle are there for you to procreate. I mean, so biologically speaking, these people are adults. And you're telling them don't do anything. So biologically speaking, they're ready to do the do. But mentally, they're not ready to handle the responsibilities that come with that.
Right.
So, I mean, at that point in time, we should educate kids. I'm talking about actually educate them. Don't just say, don't do it or else you'll die or some crap like that. Because then they'll do it once and figure out, hey, I'm still here. So, and they'll just keep doing it and doing it and doing it well. Appreciate everybody.
Nice.
But so the main thing is when it comes to teenagers, you have to educate them, like actual education. I mean, talking about birth control, talking about the risks, and like just giving them the God honest truth when it comes to things like that.
For sure, you're right.
And then kids will. I mean, these guys are not stupid. They'll respect you for it.
Right. But look, man, we're going to continue this conversation. We're finna roll to a break. Coming up next, we got basically women or men. Would you date anybody with kids, since we're on the topic? And we're going to finish up on the topic of promiscuity, y'all. You don't know what time it is. It's the Lucky Show.